interesting. There is at the same time the aspiration to something we don't know exactly what it is, but it carries also the certainty that it can be reached. My name is Jean-Yves. I am French. I came to India first in 1972 and definitely to Auroville to live and work here in 1993. And generally my work is to be a teacher in the school of Auroville. And tango, I always liked the music, and there was an opportunity to try it out as a dance. I like dance, I always liked that activity. So I tried, and it worked. It worked in the sense that there was a door open to a process of endless, exploration, progress. So it became a part of my life, of my path. I think tango, in the music of tango, there is a sense of dignity, almost of honor, and at the same time there is a yearning to something. Something that we want to grasp, we don't know what it is, but it is basically what is at the bottom of everyone. There is a yearning for something true and beautiful and powerful that can express itself. So it reveals something of the aspiration which is in the heart of every human being. It is more or less awakened or asleep, but it is there. And this is, I think, what attracts us to that dance, because it's awakened. This movement, which is an ascending movement of the life in the body to something beautiful and true and majestic and graceful. So there is a yearning for that, to catch that, to express that quality. And of course, it's never complete. It's never really that. So it's a constant progress towards more quality in the dance and in the connectivity. The question of tango as carrying a yearning, I said there is a sense of dignity and at the same time of yearning to something. And what I found interesting, there is at the same time the aspiration to something we don't know exactly what it is, but it carries also the certainty that it can be reached. There is in tango a sense of certitude, of certainty, and we are going there anyway. And it's part of what holds us also in the dance at a required level of holding ourselves and being at the best of ourselves, because we are on the path and we are going somewhere. I feel all this in the music, in tango music, and I try to express it in the way I dance. And it makes the body happy. Dancing tango, I notice the body is more happy. The life in the body, to move on that rhythm and on that music, it makes it happy. And then there is a research of how to combine, how to dance with somebody else who is in your arms, and we have to harmonize our movement based on the music. So in fact, we both listen to the music and we try to tune to that music. And when the tuning comes together, then it creates a harmony. It creates, which is, of course, a very pleasant moment to experience. And it's fascinating to see how to harmonize two bodies, two different, different ways of moving, how to put that together. And for that, I think a certain impersonality is needed. That you listen to the music, and you are ready to whatever comes out of the music, whatever steps come, and you're ready for it. You make yourself available for it in a kind of impersonal way. Although in a way it is very personal because we dance with somebody, but there is also the need of some kind of impersonality. And that's why I find it important to be able to dance with everybody, to experience tango with all kinds of partners and dancers, and not be limited by those with whom we have an affinity, or it's easier to find a harmony. We should try to widen our experience. Well, at the beginning, when we dance, we make a lot of effort, and we're very stiff because we want to dance. We want to make some steps. We want to make them well, and then it's not really a dance. It's an attempt to dance. But it's a necessary phase. But when the steps have been internalized, then we really have to work on the relaxation, the impersonality, one makes oneself available for the person who is there, for the music, so that something can happen, and we don't know what will happen. Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes it's just a pleasant moment, pleasant experience that we share. But sometimes there is some magic. We create, the two persons manage to create an atmosphere for 9-10 minutes, which is a bit magic, and we are together in that atmosphere. It stops when the music stops, but it's a creation. It's a mutual creation, I would say. Yeah. Sometimes it's more exceptionally, maybe, but there is a kind of almost the delight of existence that welling up, from within. That's the best moment when it can happen. It's not something you can produce. It's a gift. So I think the best moment in tango is when we receive the gift. We don't know exactly why it comes and from where, but just it happens, and there is something given. You have this feeling that you have been receiving something. Yes. Yeah, at the beginning I was very enthusiastic and very grateful. For the music, then came the effort of learning. But after, it's not a question of technicity. Tango is a question of authenticity. So you don't need to be a great dancer technically to be a good dancer. What is required is the authenticity and the care, or your attention to your partner, attention to the music, and don't pretend. Be there with what you are. But this is something we learn progressively, to let go of everything we try to do and just be as authentically as possible what we are and available. And this is when there is a gift sometimes, and we receive something. There is the sense of having received the gift. Yeah. Quand on danse avec quelqu'un, on n'a pas besoin de connaître quoi que ce soit de cette personne. Parce que la présence se suffit à elle-même. Bon, des fois, il n'y a pas de présence parce que la personne pense à autre chose. Elle n'est pas là. Bon. Mais quand elle est là, ça suffit d'avoir cette présence et de danser avec une présence, sans savoir qui c'est. On n'a pas besoin de savoir toute l'histoire. Et simplement la qualité de cette présence, c'est ça qui est important. Et en fait, c'est ça le cadeau. And I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where the credit goes. If it's to my partner, to the music, to myself, I have no idea. Just something is happening, and it's something beautiful. I've always been very regular in attending the classes, the practica, the milonga. I think it's important to be there and to be, for the others, just out of respect for those who come, we have to be there. Not just when one has the desire of going. It's not enough. There is some kind of commitment, because we progress together. We cannot progress alone in tango. And you need a collectivity of dancers, and that all this collectivity progress together. Otherwise, it becomes a little difficult. But tango is a way for me to invite my body and the life which is in the body to participate to that quest and aspiration to something true and beautiful. So this is what it is. Because we don't have many opportunities in daily life to do that, to associate the body and the vitality of the body to this march towards something beautiful and true. And so with the music it is possible. And to do that with somebody and with all those who are on the floor at the same time, it really creates something. I think a tango dancer, when they go on the floor, they bring the best of themselves. That's also interesting, because it is rare that you can meet people when they make the effort of being at the best of their expressive qualities. So that's a privileged moment because of that. Yes. But I've noticed it activates a certain aspiration in the being, dancing tango, because you cannot dance tango casually or without trying to be at the best of yourself. And what is the best of yourself? So it ignites a certain aspiration and the quality of the connectivity also. Mais c'est justement parce que c'est très intime que ça doit rester impersonnel. Parce qu'on touche à quelque chose de précieux dans la personne avec qui on danse. Et on n'a pas le droit d'intervenir là. On le recueille avec gratitude et on fait comme si rien ne s'était passé. Et on doit rester impersonnel justement parce qu'il y a parfois cette intimité où on a touché quelque chose de précieux ou reçu quelque chose de précieux. Alors on le met sur une étagère quelque part là, et puis voilà.